Hi guys, I hope you're well. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be telling you about all the things that we bought when we had our first baby, stuff that we really love and use loads, and hopefully it'll be helpful if you're pregnant and you're putting your baby list together and researching products. If you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe down below. I am going to be trying to film and upload every single week. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed and also hit the like button if you enjoy this video. I've got a really chatty baby down here on his playmat, so if you hear any giggling or screeching, that's just Kian. Sorry, I could not get him to nap, so playtime it is. Right, so the first thing that we use loads and absolutely love is this Nappy Caddy. I just got this off Amazon and it fits so much stuff in it. We keep all his nappies, baby wipes and all his little medicines, and it's just so handy because we can bring it from room to room. When I first had Kian, I would either camp out in the bedroom or in the living room. I would just bring his nappy caddy and his mat, and I had all his changing stuff, and it meant that I didn't have to keep going back into the bedroom every 10 minutes to change him. But when he was tiny, he was so fussy about having a wet nappy. We used to change him like 30 times a day. It was ridiculous. So it was so helpful having this. I'm going to leave all of the prices and links down below if you want to check them out. So the next thing that we bought, which we are so glad we had, is this nose feeder nasal aspirator. I actually mentioned this in my Amazon baby haul video, which I will link up above, and that has loads of other baby products in it if you want to check it out. So this has been absolutely brilliant, especially as the seasons have changed and Kian got his first cold. So it's basically just a really long tube. This end here goes on the tip of baby's nose, and then you suck through here and all the boogers get caught in this tube, which is washable, which is brilliant. And yeah, it's just so handy. Babies are so uncomfortable when their noses are blocked, and it can really affect their feeding and their sleeping. So you really want to get them out. We usually just put a couple of pumps of saline spray. We've got the Cowpole one, and then we'll go ahead and suck any nasty bogies out with this, and he's so much happier afterwards. So I'll definitely recommend getting one of these. So another thing that everyone will tell you need when you have a baby is lots of muslins and lots of burp cloths. We got these ones off Amazon. We have so many different ones, but I always end up picking up these. They're just perfect. They're the right thickness, they're nice and long, so they fit right over your shoulder and cover your back as well if they're sick. They're not too big. I hate like the big square muslins, because if you get like a little bit sick of them, you've got to wash the whole thing, and these are just perfect and small. We've got so many of them. Yeah, they were quite cheap as well, so I'll leave these linked down below if you're looking for some burp cloths. So something else which has made our lives a lot easier are baby grows with zips in them. Now, this one is actually a hand-me-down, and we didn't use them right at the beginning when Kian was tiny because we were just a bit worried about getting the zip caught on his skin. But as he's got bigger, we always reach for the zip baby grows. It's just such a faff dealing with all the little poppers and trying to line them up properly. I always get them mixed up, so whenever I can, I use the ones with zips on. We just got a few from Next, and we also were given a few. So yeah, if you're looking for baby grows from kind of the 3-month mark, I would think about getting ones with zips because it just makes everything so much easier. The next thing which I have really loved having is our Echo Dot, or Amazon Alexa they're called. I don't actually even know what they're called, but the Alexa is great, especially when you're so busy, you don't know where you're at. Like, I literally ask Alexa 50 times a day what the time is. I ask her to play lullabies. She plays me white noise when we're trying to get Kian to sleep. Even when I need to ask a random question like, Alexa, can you reheat baby formula? It's just so helpful to have. So I would also recommend getting one of those if you do not have one already. When it comes to bath time, you really don't want to be breaking your back, and I'm so glad that we got the snuggle bath with the baby bath stand. It's so nice being able to bath the baby at your level, especially when they're tiny. You can really get a grip on them and make sure they're not slipping around in the water. It's great not having to fill up a whole bathtub. I've just found this so useful, and I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for a baby bath. And it's also got a little bump at the bottom to stop his little bum sliding down into the tub, and it keeps him upright. So we love having this bath, and it's made bath time so enjoyable for us and Kian. If you're going to be formula feeding your baby, I would definitely recommend getting a Tomy Tippy Perfect Prep machine. They are a little bit pricey, but you can always find them secondhand on eBay or Facebook Marketplace. It's like the coffee machine I never had. I've also wondered if I can actually make coffee in it, you know, just so it's the right temperature so you can down it. I don't know, maybe I'll try that, but it's absolutely brilliant. You just put the bottle in, it shoots down some boiling hot water to sterilize stabilize everything. Then you put in the amount of formula you need and it will fill it up to the right level at the right temperature, and you can just put the lid on and feed the baby, which makes everything so much quicker, especially when they're desperate for a bottle and you just need to get it done quickly. If you're looking for a bouncer or a swing, Kian has absolutely loved his Baby Beyond bouncer. So many people recommended this to us and I'm so glad we got it. It's really lightweight, so you can take it from room to room. Sometimes I stick it in the bathroom if I'm going to have a shower, and you can also fold it down if you want to take it to someone's house or something like that. Kian was so happy just sitting in it and bouncing away. Kian also really loved the little toy bar, and it was so nice seeing him develop and play with it more as he got bigger. But yeah, it's brilliant. We use it all the time. Even if we're eating dinner, we'll put him on the floor next to us in the bouncer. Definitely recommend the Baby Beyond bouncer if you are in the market for a really nice versatile bouncer. So another really brilliant ingenious product is the Doona car seat. I did make an unboxing video of this, which I will link up above. It's so handy for when you just need to pop somewhere. You just take the car seat out, flip the wheels down and go. You don't need to get a really heavy bulky pram out of the boot. So I think Kian's going to be joining us for a bit of this video. I think I might get the baby bag at some point because it would be so handy just to have somewhere to put my phone and a few nappies and things like that. So we recently flew over to Ireland to see Tony's family, and it was so brilliant having the Doona. We just wheeled it around the airport, checked it in at the gate, and what was so lovely is that we had our car seat on the other side and we didn't have to hire a car seat or take a big pram. Kian also just seems really comfortable in it, so if you are thinking of getting the Doona, I would recommend that as well. Another product I mentioned in our big baby buys video was the snooze pod, and I've really loved having this. It's been so nice having Kian sleep right next to us and being able to look over to him in the night. But the one thing that we loved about the snooze pod is that it was the only one that would match the height of our bed, and I wanted something which actually felt like Kian was sleeping right next to me, and it's been perfect for that. Another highly recommended product which we bought was the sleepy head, and I have to say that it was totally worth the hype. When Kian was tiny, it was really reassuring having this really lovely snuggly pod for him to sleep in, and we could just carry him from room to room wherever we were, and he just sleeps so well in it. We really love it. We actually have a bit of a gap between the snooze pod and our bed, just where our bed frame is, so I love having the sleepy head there, just so I know that Kian's not going to be rolling into that gap and it keeps him, you know, like in one spot. The snooze pod is quite spacious, especially when the babies are so tiny. So if you are thinking of getting a sleepy head, I'm definitely a fan. I would recommend it 100%. The last product I'm going to mention is the LV breast pump. Again, another highly hyped product, but I have to say, again, it's totally worth the hype. So I'm not going to lie, I did have a few problems with this. It did leak a bit and I did find it quite fiddly to put together at times, but the fact that you can pump while you're cooking or while you're doing the dishes when time is so precious as a mum is just amazing. Even with all the problems, it's still a fantastic product. I was actually really lucky to be given these as a hand-me-down, and I have two of them, but I only really use them one at a time. So if you are thinking of getting it, I would maybe just purchase the single breast pump. It is quite intense having both on at the same time, especially because they can leak and you have to be a bit careful with them. So yeah, they are expensive, but I would recommend just getting the single if you are thinking of purchasing it, or maybe looking at getting one secondhand. I think that if I didn't have this pump, I probably wouldn't be combi feeding Kian. I don't really have the time to sit and pump in the day, and I don't really breastfeed anymore except for at night. So this has been so lovely to have, to know that I am giving Kian a little bit of breast milk here and there, and I'm just so glad I have it. So that's it, guys. Those are all of our best baby products. It's such a minefield out there. It can get so confusing when you need to buy baby bits, and there is just so much to get. But I hope you found this helpful. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a big like down below, and also subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye.